everyone, and welcome to week 4. This week we're going to finish up our examination of the 3 branches of the American government and their roles in environmental politics by looking at the 3rd branch, the judicial branch. Now, this week, as always, you'll head on over to Brightspace to our week 4 module to get started. And I wanted to point out that before you get started this week, so before you head on over to that module, you may want to look back at your feedback from the last 2 weeks of discussion. I've made notes that may help you this week if you're not as happy with your scores from the last couple weeks. I've also, of course, assigned you a grade on that rubric, and the rubric has comprehensive feedback. So hopefully that will give you some guidance as to where to go. If you have any questions on your grades from the past weeks or on that feedback, feel free to reach out to me. So once you've looked at the weekly materials and hopefully your feedback from the last couple weeks, you have your discussion board this week. And this week the activity is going to ask you to put the media literacy skills from last week, from that worksheet, to good use. We're going to learn about the different court cases that are relevant to environmental politics by researching them in the media. So you should look up a current court case related to environmental policy or politics, and you should try to find a current article. There's some parameters listed on Brightspace. Note that if you don't find an article that's current that you think is still really important and like a big case to read about, just send me an email and run it by me. I'm almost definitely going to say yes, but just check with me before, just in case. So this week, initial post with that article, a tiny little description of the article, and answer to some discussion questions is due Thursday. Your responses to replies to your classmates due on Sunday, and you have a piece of your portfolio project due again this week. So last week we had a media literacy worksheet. This week we have a data literacy worksheet. So be sure if you didn't submit the media literacy worksheet to get that in as soon as possible, because lateness counts against your grade. So get it in as soon as you can. It'll also help you with this week's discussion board. So it's really important that you finish that and then move on to this week's data literacy worksheet. So the worksheet is based on some slides and a completely optional video. And you can, of course, take the time you need to complete the worksheet. It's listed as a quiz, but just as, like I said last week, that's just a Brightspace thing. It's not really a quiz. You're free to reference other materials as you wish. Now, that worksheet is going to help you when you're compiling your portfolio. It's going to give you some data literacy skills you're going to need. It's also going to help you with our discussion over the next couple weeks, because we're going to start bringing in a little bit of data here and there. So that is our class this week. Discussion, initial post due Thursday, to replies due Sunday, and your portfolio project due Sunday. I'll have office hours on Zoom this week on Tuesday and Friday. If those don't work for you, feel free to reach out anytime by email. We can always set up another time to meet. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing what you find out about court cases related to environmental politics.